Assetto Corsa has been evolving over the last few years, much due to the efforts of modders. One of those special modders is Ilya, that created Content Manager and custom shaders patch. Um, Due to his efforts, we have been having newer and newer features, such as day and night cycle, something that wasn't supported in Assetto Corsa at all. We have rain and we have AI floods, which gives us an endless flow of cars appearing in tracks like this, in big free roam tracks. And speaking of big free roam tracks, one of the issues that it is present in the Assetto Corsa experience is that once you get to a big track, at a certain point, the physics system starts to become kind of wonky, and you feel the force feedback going all over the place. The car starts to bounce, and it's a limitation on a physics engine. Now, Ilya has been messing around with custom shaders patch to check out if it's possible to get around that limitation of the physics engine. And apparently he has done it by creating a new custom shaders patch that is available on Patreon at this moment. It still needs to be tested in some ways. Lift. That's a bit of lift off over there. Needs to be tested, and he changed single precision in Assetto Corsa physics to double precision. So apparently we can get bigger maps, or we can get better performance or of the physics on bigger maps. So no more or less of that physics wonkiness once you get past a certain distance from the center of the map. Now, we're now here at Shitoku. We're gonna go to the other side of the map. So next to Yokohama, to the big bridges, to see what happens to the force feedback and what happens to the physics when we get there. Force feedback, once you would get to the other side of the map, would become super active, and the car couldn't be sitting still too much. In this area, you would start to see some physics wonkiness already. See if I can overtake this car. Yep. Overtaking. Cool. Let's go. Always drive on the left side. So at this point, I can see that the force feedback isn't too active, and the physics feels like you're still in center. However, this mod or this change, it's not available at this moment for everybody. It's not something that you can download yet. You can download it if you have their Patreon. So you do need to donate £5 per month to get access to this new custom shaders patch, which also gives you rain, by the way. And there is a downside in terms of performance. Apparently it gives you, extra 5% CPU usage, according to Ilya. I can believe him. So that means if there is already an issue with the CPU usage in Assetto Corsa with high number of clients or high number of AI, this is not resolved. Unfortunately, it gets worsened, but you resolve one thing and you don't resolve another, or you create another issue. So maybe in the future we can have better multi-core support, who knows. But if this if this is more or less fixed, it's already an improvement over what is possible in Assetto Corsa. Also, this mod is not present on multiplayer, even if you download it. So it's single player only as of this moment. That means that's not available if you want to do like these big meetings and you want to do it on this big, maps. This is done for safety or for exploits in this case. Is a little bit concerned about it could be a way to exploit the physics of Assetto Corsa. So there's more testing to be done before releasing it to the wider public, I guess. The FPS is definitely suffering a bit. I feel maybe less than 15 FPS, I would say. It feels like once you get a little bit away from the center, the FPS drops a bit. It might be the map, might mean other reasons like a lot of AI spawning. Could be that the case, but it's like 20, 25 FPS than I started with. So we're getting into Yokohama area. I'm gonna take this bridge. I'm gonna stop at the bridge. Oh, we can the car's spawning over there. Really funny. Gonna take this bridge. Actually, this is not a bridge. But anyways, it works. Gonna figure out the place to park. Inside, the car still has a little bit of those warps. As you can see, the movement. This is apparently it's going to be fixed in the future. But in terms of force feedback, it's stuck into place. It's not moving all around. And if you go outside, the car is actually stuck into place this far away from the center. So this is a good improvement. Hopefully we're going to see more in the future. If you want to have this version of Custom Shaders patch, the link will be in the description for the Patreon of Ilya. If you want to support him, give him like $5 a month. This will definitely help him to center his efforts in improving Assetto Corsa as much as possible.